Hey guys, how are we doing today? Gonna try not to make the loudest sound whenever I first start off these videos, because normally I'm like, hey guys, how are we doing? I'm sorry I do that. I try to sound energetic for you guys, because just a commentator who just kind of drags his voice on and, just acts like he's tired throughout the entire video, that's not really the most advertising thing. It's gotta be pretty boring to listen to, but I'm gonna try not to scream at you guys every single time I start off these videos. Anyways, I'm gonna finally make a freaking Let's Play. As of the moment, I'm just gonna make Slayer. I'm just gonna do some Slayer. As of the moment, until you guys can give me a decent goal to work for, I'm just playing the game. I really have no goals. I'm just playing the game, mainly bank standing for hours a day. But that's cool, I guess. Just, wasting XP and stuff. I'm actually really tempted to just get a second Onyx, just because I loved the Tizahara, quest that I put myself through. I would actually be totally fine with doing it a second time, and if I wasn't making YouTube videos, to be honest, I might go for it a second time. But since I need to do something a little bit more interesting for you guys, and you guys have already seen that, I'm not going to put you guys through another week of that. But yeah, I'm just saying, that's something that I really like. Somebody else said something pretty interesting, and they said to camp dwarves until I got a dragon pickaxe. Now that is a good idea. That is a very good idea, but I have to say I'm not a big fan of it. Oh wait, assignment? Bloodvelds! Yay! I don't like bloodvelds, but they're an easy task, and I can do them, so I'm okay with bloodvelds. I don't like them because they make almost no profit at all, but, I can do them, so, yeah. Anyways, the kind of videos that the kind of video suggestions that I'm looking for don't necessarily have to make money. All they really have to do is just not be interesting or entertaining or anything like that, but make a lot of money. And if it's from a monster drop, that would be pretty cool. But pretty much is just a goal that people can follow in my footsteps in, such as the Obi monster thing. That was an amazing idea that I came up with on my own. Sorry if I just called my own idea amazing. I think it was a pretty good idea, and I'm pretty proud of it. And to this day, I still think it was a pretty damn cool idea, and proved to be a shit ton of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of fun, and I really, really enjoyed doing it. So that was that. I also had the idea, kind of similar to it, of camping cave horrors until I got a 10 black masks. Until I got a total of 10 black masks. Yes, that would take forever, but that's what I'm going for here. A goal that will pay off in the long run, but will take me forever. It doesn't necessarily have to pay off in the long run. It could be paying off little bit by little bit, such as, that little example there. And yeah, as of the moment, I'm just gonna tell you over here. Wait, rub. Moritana. Okay then, that's actually the first time I've ever used my ring. I've never used them before, because I'm just like OCD, and I'll try not to use anything, but in this case I really didn't want to walk all the way over here, so I think that was a pretty good example of time to use that. Anyways, guys, something I really want to say is tomorrow I'm taking a break from YouTube, just for one day, don't worry, I think I kind of deserve a break, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to produce 3 videos today, not only today's video, but yesterday I made a normal RuneScape video, when I realized it was Monday. I was supposed to make an IRL Monday video. And the thing is, I realized that around 12 p.m. at night, but by the time I realized that, I had just taken a sleeping pill, and I was just in this mood where I could not keep a single good thought at all, and I really didn't want to make you guys listen to whatever crap video I had to produce. So I'm going to make this Let's Play video. This video may not be too good. Oh well, sorry about that one. But I'm finally doing a Let's Play series. How long this is gonna go on for? No idea. It's just gonna be pretty much just me playing and talking at the same time. Normally, whenever I don't have a goal in RS, all I pretty much do is just Slayer. I mean, I really have nothing else to do in this game. And why I'm not bringing a range pot? Because they're 7k each, and that's totally not worth it in my perspective. Why I'm not bringing a cannon? Because the freaking cannonballs are like 1k each, and that's totally not worth it in my perspective. Why I'm not using range? I mean melee? It's because I always told myself I was going to train range on Slayer. The thing is, hold on one second. Anyways. So yeah, when I'm playing RS and I don't really have a goal, normally I just work on Slayer. I don't really have a goal for Slayer. I guess besides maybe 85 Slayer so I can hold a Vine Whip in case I don't want to use my Chaotic. That's an idea. That's really the only reason I see Slayer even worthy of training, though, considering it's not good money anymore, and it's really not fun at all. but at least it's range training for me, because like a lot of people say, hey Adam, what did you do for 99 strength? What I did for 99 strength was I got 91 dungeoneering. The reason I did that was for no XP waste, and I'm pretty much doing the same little concept here, where over 1 through 85 dungeoneering, I'm going to be using Slayer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really don't know what you guys want me to talk about in these Let's Plays. I think I should probably think of a different topic or some kind of thing like that before I start this video. You guys finally gave me a freaking goal. There was 2 goals that you guys have brought up that have actually valid points. One of them was Frost Dragons until I get a Visage. That is a really good idea. Whoever said that, shout out to you, whoever the hell said that. You can be like, I called it! And, yeah, grats to you, whoever said that. It was a very good idea. Definitely just in my alley, the kind of thing I was looking for. He said to camp Frost Dragons until I get a Visage drop, and then keep all the loot I get until I get the Visage drop, and then sell it all at once. That would be an amazing idea. That would make me an amazing profit. That would take an extremely long time, just as I wanted. So that's definitely something that was just up my alley of what I want. But sadly, I just can't be freaking bothered. I didn't know they dropped meat pizzas. So I just freaking can't be bothered to do Frost Dragons. Damn it, I hate Frost Dragons so much. I don't know why I hate it so much. Frost Dragons is actually the entire reason I trained Dungeoneering in the first place. Getting a Chaotic was just a cool little, addition to that. But, oh god, I don't know why. I think Frost Dragons is ruined for me ever since the first time I got there. The first time I ever got to Frost Dragon, it was extremely botted. I was expecting to be alone, by myself, just like as you would see in all the videos of people Frost Dragging. But when I got there, all I saw was just bots. Nothing but bots, barely any people at all. The little people who were there were freaking pros, and by pros, I mean like people in Torva, people in Pernix, Rapiers, everything, just pros. And there were people with there was not one person without a cannon. There were people with cannons on the spawn points. That's freaking insane. You could not get 1 kill if you didn't bring a cannon. Me, as an example, because I was there for a very, very, very long time, and I couldn't even get 1 kill without a cannon. So that, I think, kind of ruined the idea of Frost Dragons. It's not like that anymore. Thank God that the bots are gone. But I guess the idea is still kind of ruined for me. But anyways, the idea that you guys have suggested for me is that I camp at, no, I was just about to say dragons, is that I camp at, what are they called? Dwarves. That I camp at dwarves, chaos dwarves, until I get a freaking dragon pick. Now, Jesus, that is going to take forever. I can tell you guys it's probably not going to take as long as it took me to get the Onyx, and it's pretty much still going to, be around the same amount of time. If I pause that video in the middle of a sentence, I'm completely sorry. Someone was about to knock on my door. You were about to hear the audio in the background. That is something I did not want, so I randomly cut it off. Then I completely forgot what I was talking about. So, yes, I am a fail. I'm a noob. Go ahead, comment about that. I don't care. Sorry about that. Moving on. I haven't actually done the quest, Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf. I haven't actually done the quest, and if you don't know what that is, it's the quest that you need to hold a hand cannon and also have the ability to kill Chaos Dwarfs. Why I forget their name, I have no idea. Chaos Dwarfs for a dragon pick. So I'm going to have to do the quest, and then I'm going to have to camp the freaking dwarfs. Not only am I not going to do this with a cannon, I'm going to do it probably most likely in range. So this is going to be extremely interesting, because I'm going to melee a lot of it because I want this freaking attack level, because I am at currently, let me show you in a second after I loot this and attack this, no XP waste here, I'm currently 95 attack, so close to 99, even though he's not even halfway yet. Shut up. But yeah, I think I'm halfway there. Yes, 92 is like halfway there, because like that's 13 mil, and I'm there, that's almost 10 mil, so I'm good on that. Anyways, I'm doing this freaking little quest, and hopefully all goes well. I just reached range level of 80. That is awesome. That is definitely a milestone of mine. There we go. I think 80 is definitely the most proud level that you can achieve in range, because look at that. Zarite Bow, Pernix, Swift Gloves, best gloves for range at the moment. in game. Probably going to be the best gloves for a long, long time. Chaotic crossbow. Blah 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 blah. World. Nah. Class 5 crossbow. Demonheim stuff. Yeah, woo. Okay, so yeah, kind of happy about that. 80 was definitely a range goal of mine, and now I can actually say my range level isn't all that newbie. Maybe for level 126, it's a bit newbie at 80, but I think 80 is a non-newbie level. 70s, even 79, that's definitely newbie. Anything in the 80s, even 80, it's not newbie. At least to me, anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna do this freaking ogre dwarf quest. Gonna do this freaking dwarf quest, and hopefully I get a dragon pick. I'm gonna camp there all the way until I get one. I'm gonna look up probably a couple of guides on how to do the dragon stuff, the dragon pick, what to kill, what to do, how to do it. They're probably all gonna say use a cannon and stuff. I'm not gonna use a cannon just because cannonballs are so expensive nowadays. You guys tell me down below in the comments if it's even worth it. I feel like if I camp there with a cannon for a week, I'm gonna end up losing, let's say, 6 mil worth of cannonballs, 1 mil worth of food, 1 mil worth of pots, and I'm only gonna make like 3 mil in the dragon pick. It's just totally not worth it if I use a cannon. So that's why I really don't want to use a cannon. So you guys go ahead and tell me in the comments down below if you guys think it's worth it or not. I personally don't think it's worth it. And on top of that, I'm not going just for like an hour. Most people will go there for like an hour with a cannon. In pro gear, they'll have the entire inventory full of prayer potions. They won't do anything else for that entire hour, and they'll stay there all the way until their invent's completely done. They won't get anything, and they'll never do it again. The end. Me, on the other hand, I'm actually going to stay there for probably weeks and weeks and weeks straight on end, doing absolutely nothing else. And for the record, I might not use range at all, now that I think about it, because I really want this attack level, and range will cost slight bit of money. And I'm a cheapskate. And if you don't understand quite how much of a cheapskate I am, I camped at Tizara's with combat potion, because I didn't want to use supers, and lobster, because I didn't want to buy summer pies. So yeah, I'm a bit of a RuneScape Mr. Krabs, and you know what? I'll tell you something, it pays off. So that's my goal. Meh. I'm not going to start tomorrow, I'm going to start it in 2 days, mainly just because... Oh, and guys... I really don't want to talk about this, but I really have to now. A lot of stuff has been going down in my friends chat recently, and usually I try to keep my friends chat as like the most happiest, awesomest place ever, full of love and joy and friendship and unicorns and glitter and rainbows and all that awesome stuff. And recently a lot of stuff has been going down. I have no idea why. I actually do know why, but I really just don't want to go into the entire thing. If you've been in my friends chat recently, then you know what's been going on. There's been quite a lot of drama recently, and I really don't want to have talked about this, and I tried ignoring it recently, and I just realized my recording dimensions are a little bit off, so you can actually see the home support forums and clans thing. Did not mean for that to happen. I am sincerely sorry that you see that, but I can't stop that now. Anyway... yeah, a little bit of drama has been going on in my friends chat. I'm not really too happy about it, but hopefully everything is going to be sorted out now. I thought everything was sorted out yesterday, but sadly it just goes on and on and on because people never change. But anyways, point is, if you still join my friends chat to this day, if you joined within the past 2 days, you may have not seen the best side of it. But if you join right now and you can talk to me, for sure, I will always be there with love, care, and support for you, no matter what. So feel free to join my friend chat if you really need to, if you want to talk to me, if anything need be. And I'll always be sure to talk to you if I'm online. I'm always in my friend chat when I'm online. Besides that, I guess I'm just going to wrap up this task, and pretty much that's it. I guess I'm going to end the video here because it's getting a little bit lengthy. Give me ideas and stuff like that to talk about during my next video. Also, by the way, I want to throw this out now. The fact that I want to make a question and answer video. A lot of you guys have been saying, why don't I make a question and answer video? And the reason why is because I always tell you guys to ask me questions, and no one asks me a freaking question. The only one question I've ever gotten from any of you guys is, what is your favorite weapon on RuneScape? That was the only time I ever got a question to talk about during a video, and I'd like more questions to talk about during a video. So please go ahead and leave me questions down below so I can make a question and answer video / talk about some answers and talk about some questions during a video. So thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Rate, comment, subscribe. I love you. And as always, Have an awesome day.